How's it going, everyone? Jeff here from Zest Fitness. First blog post of 2016. So today's topic is basically why you're not losing weight. So obviously, people come to me all the time looking to lose weight, and as a result, we go through their diet plans. We get them to write out what they eat on a daily basis, and then make gradual changes as they go along. What I see a lot is that people seem to be eating well but not losing weight, and sometimes that can, turn into frustration on behalf of the client. So one simple tip, just one, as to why you're not losing weight, pretty obvious one, it's usually that you're eating too much food. Now, people might go, well, yeah, duh, of course you are. But, when people do tidy up their diet and clean up their diet, you can still be eating too many calories without realizing it. So what I always say to people is, you can still gain fat from eating chicken and broccoli, albeit it's going to be a lot harder. But if you eat too much chicken, too much broccoli, you're going to gain fat just as much as you eat too much ice cream. So what you find is that people refine their diet, they make it healthier, yet their portion sizes are still far too big. 99% of people just eat too much food. The world we live in today, portion sizes are out of control. They're way too big. And if you take the average female, for example, who doesn't really train, they'll probably cut around 12, 13, 1400 calories, If you start, for example, a bottle of wine, which I see a lot of women drink, and men, is about 700 calories in a bottle of wine. That's nearly half, if not half, your daily calorie in one sitting or in one bottle of wine. So the number one tip to take away is cut out the portion sizes. If you're not losing weight, if you're stepping on the scales, if you're getting your measurements taken, your body fat, your centimeters, nothing's going down, you're eating too much food. It's simple as. You go, oh, well, I cut out the chocolate, I cut out the ice cream, I've cut back on the alcohol, I've started doing this, that, and the other. You're eating too much. It's as simple as that. I mean, yes, there are certain things like thyroid problems, and there's sort of things like hormonal imbalances that can sort of work against you, but at the end of the day, you're eating too much food. If you clean up your diet, so no processed foods, no sugar, remove the sauces. Sauces are such a huge part of the problem when you're having sauces with your chicken, mushroom sauce, for example, which has loads of cream in it and all the rest of it. If you remove all those things, first of all, it'll help balance your hormones anyway, because you're eating a lot cleaner and a lot better, but you'll find that you'll be able to eat a lot more food without putting on weight. You know what I mean? Same goes for guys who try to who add muscle. If you're, I get guys all the time who are like, well, I've changed my diet, I'm eating 4 times a day, I'm eating X, Y, and Z. You're not eating enough food. It's as simple as that. You're just not eating enough. You can have 5 meals a day, but your portion sizes might be terrible. You need to up your portions in order to increase weight. A lot of the time, people turn around to me and they go, oh, the diet's unrealistic, what do you want me to do? Starve myself? And sort of kind of, in a way, that's a little bit of the goal. Do you know what I mean? The idea of losing weight is to eat less than what your body requires in order for it to lose weight. So essentially, you're starving your body by eating less calories than what it requires, and in turn, your body then eats its own body fat for fuel. So in a way, you kind of are starving yourself. I'm not saying have 1 or 2 protein shakes a day, but I'm saying make sure you have a good balanced diet. You realize how many calories you should be eating, and you work towards hitting those goals as well. Do you know what I mean? 1,200 calories isn't a huge amount of food, but if you have it with good whole foods, you can get away with eating quite a lot of food without going over it. If you start having, Mars bars or throwing in the takeaways here and there, it's going to stack up. You're going to go over your limit very, very quickly. I've seen people who Monday to Friday eat extremely well. They have their good diets, they're in work, all the rest of that jazz. But then on the weekend, they ruin it. Do you know what I mean? They go out with the girls or the guys, they have a bottle of wine, they go out for, a takeaway the next day when they're hungover, maybe a McDonald's that night in town at 5 a.m. in the morning. I mean, in one weekend, you can go so far over your calories, and you're in such a surplus that it's just completely cancels out the entire deficit of the entire week before you, and you end up just being completely level the entire time. So the advice is, if you're not losing weight, eat less. Look at what you're eating, refine it. One of the biggest offenders of this is alcohol. Look at the wine, right? Look how much wine you're taking in. Look how much beer you're taking in. I always say to people, if you are going to have drinks, change your wine, change your beer for gin and tonics, vodka soda water and limes. You know, a lot less calories and a lot less sugar as well. That's pretty much it, guys. Just take that point on board. I know it's a very obvious one, but if you're really trying hard to lose weight and you're not losing weight, you're just eating too much food. You're not trying hard enough. You just need to cut back a little bit more. If you have a trainer, I mean, by all means, talk to him. I'm sure he can help you figure it out. Thanks very much.